In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate.
It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome.
Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dala, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skinvelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dala. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities. Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors.
Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us.
8, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak? Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. He's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick?
Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled the skinvelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us.
Then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to...
Dr. Klein! A transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us!
It can only be. If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you! Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? 8, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us. We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, 8, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that.
Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the Autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart. Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first.
Spine.
Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
To be correct, you should say, the auto-doc took out your brain. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That Autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Floosh! That is the sound of flushing.
By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science. That is correct. We have no idea. We need these...
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Enough! We need your help. Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies.
There, we have informed you of all we need. If you work quickly... Our intentions exactly. Do not get curious.
We feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs. The many such optional explorations are discouraged.
So many sciences and developments. Pass them by. Let impatient.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
What?
Yeah.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet.
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain Crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one.
But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink.
Oh, what is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, oh, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair?
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module. It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the...
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun.
And it is lost in X8.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter.
Oh,
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco Termlink code spew from the device.
Yeah.
They certainly did.
I think Watts manufactured holodiscs. Or was it holotapes? Never can keep those two straight. You have some? And no, I don't want to handle your batteries.
What did it say?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad?
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a... Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser.
If we're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Loboto bear a combustion gun.
Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun.
Fine. Done. Fine. Boros, more ammo.
Top shelf ammunition. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot.
Careful where you're pointing that.
Force fields prevent us from moving.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain.
That only happened once.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your filmography tapes.
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did.
It is lost.
Fine. Well, good.
Wait, is it leaving? I volunteer my chambers.
No, that would put it too close to us.
We could give it Mobius's old room. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart.
I suppose.
8 says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program Butler can walk the lobotomite.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village.
Your logic combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free has swayed me. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. I cannot dispute your logic.
What, like... I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. Still might be enough to trick the sink's trade routines.
Enough!
All right, here.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need.
Fine. It's not going to help.
If I'm...
Why don't you make the lobotomite a bottle cap factory, Klein?
Again, the logic of the request is clear. Tonnage is not needed on...
I do not understand, yet I am intrigued by this potential display.
No, wait. You don't need to fill up the emitter again, really. All right, let's consolidate.
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but there is no more we can do to aid you.
If you're done, can we move again?
Of course! Go man your science stations!